Before we move further, let us try to see what is the official definition of rankx function with respect to Microsoft documents. So here we are checking rankx function syntax. So you can see the syntax is rankx table, which will be any dex expression that returns a table of data. Then you have the expression. So in our case, we will have sum of runs. While the expression can be any dex expression, in our case, we have sum of runs for sure. Now let us focus on this one value because most of the time we are skipping this very particular parameter. So what is the purpose of this value and how we can leverage the power of value function, not function but the parameter. While we come back to the value again, let us move on to the next parameter, which is order. At the end you can see. So you can give either ascending or descending order, or say low to high or high to low as per your requirement. Just note down the default value for ascending or descending order. So for descending order, it's 0, and for the ascending order, it's 1. So if there are ties, how would you determine ranking? So there are two options over there. One is skip, another is dense. So with the skip, suppose if there are 5 values tied with a rank of 11, then the next value will receive a rank of 16, that is 11 plus 5, and that's why it is a skip. Whereas in the case of dense, if 5 values are tied with the rank of 11, the next value will receive a ranking of 12. So there is no 11 plus 5 in this case. So that's a difference between skip and dense. So what will happen once we change the text to below? Will Muthaiya Muralidharan rank will change to 5, or Sachin rank will become 5, or Lara rank will become equal to 1, or none of the above? So what is your answer? Just think about it while we explain the solution. Okay, so we have got the answer here that Muralidharan will have rank number 5. But then what's going on? Okay, so let me remove this for a while and show that to you from scratch so that you can understand. So I'm removing this part, right? Okay, here you go. Gone with the wind. Let me run this one. And now you can see that this looks great. Like Sachin is having maximum of 1, 2. Jack Callis is only one run ahead of Rao Dravid. Have you ever noticed that? Then we have Lara, and then Muralidharan. Obviously, he is a bowler, so he won't have many runs under his belt. But the thing is, we have one more field, and that is called as sum of FC run, that is first class runs. And now we are going to make use of that value parameter over there. And this is the value parameter. And I just copy paste this. Calculate sum of table first class run. Okay, let me press the enter button. And then we will explain why it is happening like this, right? So look, this is simple. Whenever you have something at value parameter, so from the official documentation, we are talking about this value part, which returns a single scalar value whose rank is to be found. So whose rank is to be found? That means we are inserting a new measure. In this case, that is first class run. And now I want my ranking based on some of first class runs, not overall runs scored at the international level. So will there be any change? So what it will do is it will accordingly, rank according to the value that you have, the value option or say the value parameter. So yes, think it like this way. Some of first class runs you have, right? And now you are trying to pull this number to the original column, that is sum of runs being scored, and then see that assume that you have 22,156 for Brian Charles Lara. So what would be his rank in the original column? So obviously his rank, if you see, it will be number 1 only because he has got 22,156 runs. So obviously the ranking will be high, and same goes with the Kalis. If you see, it's 19,000, which is much more than 13,000, 23,000, which is much more than 13,000, but and Sachin Tendulkar, obviously it's much ahead of 15,000. But excuse me, here you go. For Muthaiya Muralidharan, if you see 2,992. Now this is not a big number, and it lays at the bottom if we talk about the rank function that we used just now. So for your PL 300 question, the answer is Muralidharan will have rank number 5. because 2192 is that number which is lying behind Lara, Kales, Dravid, and Sachin Tendulkar. So that's why Mullidhan will have rank number 5. So I hope this was easy enough for you to understand the. So as I said, most of the time we are not making use of this value, but understand why we have this value over there. And next time, explain this to someone because not many people are explaining about this very particular parameter. So this is Ritesh signing out from Dancing with Data. कीप ऑन डांसिंग विद डेटा क्योंकि डेटा ही दादा है कि तुमको सब कुछ आता है